Welcome to the Coach Nepo family once again. So if you're just coming to my channel for the first time, please do well to hit the subscribe button. And also I'll be dropping series of updates so you can actually go through them and actually watch and also give me your comments or your like or your support. So you can also hit the notification button so anytime I drop a new update like this, you'll be the first to know. Okay, so now today I'm going to actually share you the new way or the best way actually to take survey on your mobile phone. Because if you are making use of your normal browser, let's just say for instance your Chrome browser, your Microsoft Edge, your Brave, it's not actually very authentic like the method I'm going to show you, because you need to like safeguard your you need to like safeguard your data so that your data will not be is not going to be sent to those survey sites, because recently most of those survey sites usually get all those cache data from your mobile phone or from that browser you're actually using. So this is the best method to actually go or should actually take survey that will actually give you a good profile in the long run, especially in terms of tracking. They will not be able to track your activities like that. And sometimes when you just only use VPN and you not do some settings also, it's not going to work. Like if you watch my first video, you'll see where I'll talk about how you can actually take survey in 2026, which is this particular video. Do not take any survey until you watch this. So you've actually watched that there are some things I also made notes to there, but this one that I actually want to talk about now is the best way you can take survey now, because this is actually to increase your anonymity so that it will be very hard for those survey sites to actually track your current location. So if you're just coming across my video for the first time, once again, do well to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. So anytime I drop an update like this, you'll be notified anytime I drop this. So this video is actually for educational purposes. Please do not misuse anything that I'll be sharing with you guys today, as this video is for educational purpose only, so that I'll educate my community members on what to do. So make sure you follow the step by step so that you don't miss any you don't miss anything that I will do in this video. So make sure you actually pay attention, and please, this video is also for educational purposes alone. So now let's get started. So the first thing you need to do is to download GoLogin. So you download GoLogin, install. So once you have actually downloaded it, you just open the app. Then now it's just for you to sign up, whether you want to create an account or you actually want to log in on Google. So anyone that you feel that is comfortable for you, you can go for it. Okay, so I've actually created an account, so you just have to allow this prompt. Then what will also pop up next is to actually install Orbit. So you click on install. You must make sure you install the Orbit. As they show you the prompt, make sure you install it, because this is what we'll be using to actually browse. So this is the browser that will be used to actually use the GoLog. So yes. So now we are in. So now, firstly, we need to delete all this profile, because we just need to have 3 profiles. So I'll be able to use the free plan. Because for the free plan, if you scroll down, you see for the free plan, you only have to have 3 profile for the free plan. So now you can see, select plan, allow create 3 profile. You have 5 active profiles. So you just have to delete the remaining ones that are here to just allow it to remain 3. Then we click on it again. So click on change plan, click on choose plan. So if you click on choose plan, it's supposed to show that you have already selected the plan. Then it will just show you that 3 months is that you have 3 months of that you can use it for free without any issue. Because if you want to use more than that, if you want to use more than 3 plan, you will need to pay. But there's a way you can go about it without paying. If you have any of these clone app, you can actually clone it and be able to use 2 accounts or 3 accounts. It just depends on how many you want to use. For instance, if you want to make use of it for free, you just have to have 3 profiles. So this is the 3 profile. So now this is where you have to pay attention to now. On this You can if you long click it, you are going to see edit. Then click on edit. Then now this is where we'll now do some settings here. So you need to pay attention to this video, this part very well. So on the profile, for instance, let's just say you are working on a survey site. The survey site you're actually working, you just put the name there. So let's just say I'm working with Mobrog. Then the proxy, you can actually add your proxy here. So your proxy, you then input your proxy. The type, you already know that the type is source5, or it just depends on the one you're actually using. You're adding your proxy. So I'll add my proxy before we continue, but let's just do the main step. So on the time zone, leave it as fee based on IP. The web RTC based on IP. Sometimes the IP you are using sometimes may still leak your address. So I mostly leave it on off. So it's best to be on off, because sometimes your IP that you are using might leak your current location. So just leave it on off. Then geolocation, leave it on prompt. Then advanced settings, yeah, the advanced settings is okay. Then just take this one that says do not track. You click on it and do not track. Then you scroll down. So on this hardware, you see Canva, you click on noise. Then this WebGL image, click on noise. Then you leave this WebGL metadata, you leave it on max. So you scroll down. So that is that for that. So that's just that for this actually. So we are done with that. So if you are done, you can just click on save after you have added your proxy. So let me add mine. Let me add my proxy. So as you can see, I've already added my proxy, and I click on check proxy, which he actually brought out the location for me. So I've added my proxy. So once you have actually added your proxy, you click on save. So if you this start URL, for instance, if you want it to actually start, maybe for instance, if you are doing Mobrog, like I said, and you want it to be Mobrog, maybe later you have actually gone to the website, you can actually copy the link and you can paste the link here. So you can just paste the link. Let's just say the link was mobrog.com. You can paste it here, but I advise not to paste the survey website here. It's best you use all these tools websites. You can actually put one here. So let's just use one here. You will see that once I actually start it first, it's actually going to carry me to that address that I actually put here. So I want to use a IP score, so that I'll first check to know if my IP is actually good first before I start taking survey. This is just one of them that you do. So there's still a lot of sites that you use. So you click on save, as you can see now. Then we click on run. Let's see if it have okay. So the orbit have actually downloaded finish. So we click on run. So as you can see, starting orbit. So now you just click on continue. Anyone you want, just choose anyone. So as you can see, as I open it, it opens straight. The website it was opening straight is ipscore.io. So you can see why, if you want to actually put that to your search bar, is also okay. That at least that one, once you want to start, you know that, oh, I checked my IP, but you know there are still other websites you need to check. But at least when you click on the start and it brought you here, then you know that, okay, you then remember to know that, okay, I still need to check some other site to be sure this is actually working properly. So now we'll check some other few websites. Let's check ip8.com, just to be sure that my IP is okay before you actually go to that survey site you actually want to go to, so that you actually check. So this is one of the websites that, if imagine I turn off my, or I leave my web RTC to be on based on IP. Sometimes this is a website that they test it that it is actually leaked, that they are able to know my current IP. So as you can see, so you can just check some bunch of websites that usually check right before you take surveys, and you can see that this is actually good to go. So this is the updated method that you should actually use to actually take survey, so that you will be anonymous on the survey platform, so that they will be very hard to track you. You know, once you are adding more layers to what you are to that survey site, it will be very hard to track you. But if you just use your phone, just use your proxy and go to the just use your proxy and use a browser on your phone, is kind of not really that anonymous. At least add extra layers. So in adding extra layers, if you use this Go log, for example, you can add extra layers. So for others that may say they don't know how to actually clone this app, if they want to actually get other profile, maybe you are working on different survey sites and you want to have different profile for different survey sites, yeah, this is what to do. And also, if you are done with this, if you come back to this Go log, you can see where you click on stop. So once you click on stop, it's actually going to stop that browser and it's not going to be working till when you come here again and click on run. So if you also want to add other profile, you can actually click on it and edit and add various survey sites you want to add. So in case you have added 3 on this one and you still need more, you can go to your Play Store. You can go to your Play Store and download any of these clone apps. Any of this clone app, okay. You can download any of this clone app. For example, you can download Clone Hub, Dual Cloner. There are so many, but let me just download this one to just show you guys an example on this video. So you can download as many as you want. So you just have to just open the app, then you click on the plus icon. You know how to use a clone app, so it's not something that is new to everyone. Then you just go and look for the app, which is Go log. So you click on Go log, then you create an account on this one. So once you create an account on this one, then you follow the next prompt like I did in the video when I was starting up. So if you actually get value from this video, do well to hit the subscribe button and also do well to hit the notification button so that anytime I drop another banger like this, you'll be the first to get notified and be the first to actually watch the video I actually create. Thank you for watching to this point. See you in my next video.